So first thing is what? I have to distinguish that I am not this mind. Okay. I am not this mind, but I am that wielder of this mind. Mane, I am the one who is having this instrument of the mind, right? And this same instrument, so, would you say that, oh, do you mean to say that mind, don't mind? So, how do we address this? So, when we say this, what it means is, when I come in contact with the world, right, this mind is going outward. Why? Because within me also is this vasanas, right? The inborn impressions which have gathered over lifetimes. Ah, and these inborn impressions, when they come across a conducive or atmosphere, they will surface. So when I see ice cream and I say that, oh, I love that, so that I love that, right? That raga I have towards it, right? Which will be what raga matlab? I have some kind of attachment towards that. So what should I do? I have money in my pocket and the ice cream is right in front of me. Why not indulge? So chalo, right? And then what happens? Maybe that day, that machine, no, in which, that fridge in which that ice cream was stored, the power went off. So it melted. And then it is not tasting the same. And I said, Arey, this is not the same. Bhaiya, what is this? What have you given me? Right? So here, what happens? The dislike arises. So next time I might pass the same shop, but I will say that no, caution. This ice cream fellow doesn't keep store that ice cream well. So immediately my mind will say, no, I don't want here, right? I might take the ice cream, but I might take it somewhere else. So like this, we keep associating our mind with the sense objects and acting on them. And what further for whichever object, for whichever place, for whatever situations we encounter, for whatever people that we come across. So this is the cycle that we get into, and this trap keeps us there from time to time. But then how do I come out of it? Because it seems to be like an endless pattern. But if you have recognized this pattern, then great. Raise your hand, pat yourself on the back, right? That you have at least started on that path where you say that I know where my mind is taking me, but I need not go there, right? So what is then is the solution is that I recognize, become aware, and work intelligently towards it, right? So are we living? So we recognize that this mind is both pure and impure. Pure is what? Pure is that which is desireless, and impure is what? That which is full of desires, right? So then we have to try and recognize, am I living out of my wrong notions, that of seeing completeness outside of me, or am I living out of full intelligence which has recognized that happiness is within me? I don't have to project it outside on objects and get bound, right? So this is something that I have to reflect on a daily basis. Okay? What is the pattern that I am seeing in my thinking, and how do I withdraw from it? Not that I completely withdraw. Then what happens? Suddenly there will be one full gush of I want this and I will take this, right? So what we have to do is we have to identify how our mind is functioning and slowly give it something higher to hold on to. It's like it's like a child, right? You don't want the child to play in a certain place or play with a certain object. Therefore what do? You give him a much more appealing kind of a toy, and you say, sit here, play with this, right? Then the child leaves that other, gadget, and it says, okay, let me sit here and play, right? So too, this is the mind, and we have to kind of rope it in so that it does what we want it to do. But for that, our intellect has to become supreme.